Hello everyone. Today we are continuing with the class 9 geography chapter number 2 physical feature of India. In this video we will be mainly talking about the formation of the Himalayan and the northern plains and the formation of the peninsula plateau. So in my previous video I have already discussed about the theory of the plate tectonic and the formation of the Indian landmass. In that formation of the Indian landmass we have already discussed about the supercontinent Pangaea and how it is being divided into two parts, the Gondwana land and the Angara land. And India, the peninsular India was a part of the Gondwana land. And we discussed that how the India was formed, how means convection current were responsible for drifting the Indo-Australian plate towards the north, and later on it collided with the Eurasian plate, and then the Indian landmass was formed. Now here we'll be talking about how the Himalaya and the northern plains were formed. So I want to tell you the same reason is there for the formation of the Himalaya and the northern plains. Okay, so first we discuss about the formation of the Himalaya. Now you all know that because of the convection current, in the Indo-Eurasian plate, Indo-Australian plate, it started drifting towards the north. So when it started drifting towards the north, it collided with the Eurasian plate. Okay. So when it collided, so there was a geosyncline was there in between. As I have told you that means in between the Indo-Australian plate and the Eurasian plate, there was a sea. That was the Tethys Sea was there. Okay, so there was a geosyncline was there. What is the geosyncline? Geosyncline is a kind of a large basin we can say, or a deep depression we can say, which was created by the Tethys Sea, in which the Tethys Sea, it was depositing the sediments over there at the bed of the sea. Okay, so here now you have to understand that how the Himalaya was formed with the help of this picture. Just imagine that this landmass is the Eurasian plate, and this landmass is Indo-Australian plate. So and in between these two landmasses there was a Tethys Sea, and you can see here that some sediments have been already deposited by the Tethys Sea. Okay, so later on, when both these plates, they have started moving towards each other, they were drifting towards each other, so a kind of a compression was taken place, and because of that the Tethys Sea sediments, it started compressing. Okay, now later on what happened, when too much of compression, means when both the plates they came very near to each other, so that time all the sediments which was already deposited by the Tethys Sea, it started rising up, means a kind of a fold was created because of those sediments. Now you can do the experiment also at your home also. What you have to do, you have to put a plain cloth over the table, and then put both the hand over that cloth and start moving your hands toward each other. Later you will find that the clothes will started folding. So in the same manner the fold mountain was created because of the sediment which has been deposited by the Tethys Sea in the geosyncline. Okay, so in this manner the formation of the folding mountain system was created in the northern part of our country. Now next we'll be talking about the formation of the northern Himalayas. Again the same reason. Now this drifting, the drifting of the plates later on leads to the collision in between the plates, and later on there was a formation of the large basin. Now this large basin later on it was deposited by the sediments which were brought by the rivers from the Himalaya. Now I want to tell you what does the large basin means and how this basin was created. Just you have to imagine that this is the Himalayan mountain which has been created, which we have discussed earlier, and you all know that the Indian peninsula was a plateau that time. Okay, and you all know the plateau is a, what is plateau? It is a tableland, because the because the surface of the plateau is flat. Okay, so this kind of plateau was there. So in between the Himalaya and the peninsular plateau, there was a kind of a basin was created. You must have seen a basin, wash basin at your home. So in the same manner, the basin was created. It was a U kind of U-shaped basin was created in between both the physical features. Now later on, what happened? Many rivers were there which originates from the Himalaya. These rivers, when they started flowing downward, so they have started depositing the sediments here. Okay, now these sediments, because of these sediments, it started leveling up that depression, that large basin. And later on, this large basin, when it was covered, it was leveled up with the sediments. Later on, it was called as a northern plains. So plain was created. So that is why in this manner the plain was formed in our northern part of our country. Okay. Now next we'll be talking about the formation of the peninsular plateau. Now, as I have told you already that the molten magma was there in the upper part of the mantle, okay, the layer of the earth. So in that because of that molten magma and because of the core, so heat was rises up, and because of that the convection current was formed under the crust. Okay, so these convection current leads to the volcanic activity. Means there were some kind of potholes were already there in the peninsular part of our peninsular part of the landmass, and from these potholes, the convection current, they were trying to escape themselves from those potholes. So when they were trying to escape from those potholes, so they were coming in the manner of in the form of the volcanic eruption. Okay, so when the volcano was erupted, so the lava, the molten magma came out, and when it solidified, so the plateau was formed. Okay, so in this manner the plateau was formed in the southern part of our country. Now, peninsular plateau is also called one of the most important stable land blocks and the ancient landmass. Why it is called the stable land block? And because we all know it is a part of the one of the plate. Okay, so Indian peninsular plateau was a part of the Indo-Australian plate. So it was stable. Means there was no I would say there was no cracks were there in between the peninsular plateau. Okay, and as it was an ancient landmass. Why it was said the ancient landmass? Because we all know that the formation of the Himalaya was a recent activity. It was a recent activity which was taken place recently, but the peninsular plateau, it was the ancient landmass which were already there from the time of the Penji. Okay, so that is why it was called the ancient landmass. Now here we can say that we will talk about the youthful topography and the ancient topography. Which physical characteristic? What is topography? Means a kind of a physical characteristic of an area of a land. Okay, so if we talk about the youthful topography, so under this youthful topography we have the Himalayas and the northern plains, because these are the physical characteristics which were made recently. So that is why they were called the that is why the Himalaya was called the young fold mountain. Okay, now next is the ancient topography. Here I have already told you that the peninsular plateau is called a ancient landmass. So that is why it comes under the ancient topography. So this is the end of this topic. I hope you must have understand. And if you in next video I'll be discussing about the main physiographic division, and we'll be mainly talking about the Himalayan mountains. Thank you.